All right, good morning. We are back and we're watching The Spy again. We're looking for it to develop right now. Got some news came out about the oil market and OPEC and all that, and how there's going to be volatility and stuff. So I want to see how this does with the market. I'm assuming it's gonna. Well, well, if I was looking to turn bullish for me, I was thinking that, but we'll see how that does. I mean, not sure. We're looking for a VWAP bounce today. It comes up through VWAP and breaks through VWAP here, and then we'll get a bounce on the uptrend or still not sure yet. It looks like what SPY wants to do. We'll break through VWAP here. Let's see if we can get the bounce if it decides to go above it. So here's some sort of action. We might be able to get something here. Let's see. So I've got calls right now. See how this is gonna work. This is kind of respecting VWAP there, so and we were above it, so I said, you know what, let's go ahead and grab it. So I grabbed it. I want to see how this volume plays out here. I don't want to see decreasing volume on the buy side. We got like 5 seconds to show some volume. So still a little bit decreasing. I might go ahead and take what I can get here because the volume is decreasing. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that little profit. Yeah, so we definitely got decreasing volume right now. decreasing volume right now. Overall, it's just I can see it's just kind of sloped down. I mean, it looks like it's not decreasing, but it actually is. The moving average is slowly and surely coming down. So I'm not grabbing it yet. Still have some decreasing volume, so I'm iffy about it. I could have stayed in the trade longer though. I will say I could have stayed in the trade a bit longer. But I think I'm gonna go for puts here. Go for puts. All right, just grabbed them. And I'm gonna be looking for the breakthrough VWAP now. And let's see if we can do it. Right now I'm red as it, I kind of got it too close to VWAP, so it definitely could be a bounce. But that decreasing buy volume as it was moving up kind of told me enough for me to be convinced of puts. So I'm just going to grab the puts and see if we can get it through the breakthrough VWAP here. Especially if this candle remains a low volume like this, which it kind of is. I mean, let's compare. Yeah, so it's lower. So we could probably see it break through VWAP. It should have been higher for that bounce. We're definitely going red here. Just hope this volume stays pretty low. It's increasing. So a bit scary right now. I might have to grab the loss. So we have that increasing volume there, but we'll see. We'll see if it comes down to VWAP again. And there's actually a divergence in the buying there. So the increasing volume was on lower spread. So they could say that sellers were starting to come in. I think we could definitely see the break. So this might be a good trade here. I could see I might have gotten in a pretty good time. Might be a pretty good trade. almost green, and we're green now. So let's see if we can follow it through the break. We should see a pretty hard break here because of we kind of trapped in some buyers, and buyers should get scared here as it kind of fails VWAP. So we should see a kind of a flush here through VWAP. I'm just fluctuating green and red right now. Green and red, green and red. Got an increase of volume right there, but I think some of it was definitely selling. They were trying to sell at the highest price there before the flush. So let's see if we can get that flush down. I think we just made a low that was lower than that candle over here. So that might have been exciting for shorts and puts. Let's see what it does. We definitely have higher volume, but the candle's green on that previous candle, so we've got more divergence in buying. I'm seeing this candle green. We're moving up. We might see sellers try and sell into the buying, which looks like it's kind of happening. Very little. I don't know. It's going to depend on the volume there. Yeah, so that candle just lost a lot of its momentum there. Almost want to see an increase of volume here on this candle, on this sell candle, just because of how much space it took out. It took out a pretty good amount going down, so we don't want to see small volume there. We want to see pretty good amount of volume, which we do. We just saw an increase of volume there. It looks like we got some buying into this area right here, but not sure if it's going to be enough. We've still got selling into this area now, so we're waiting for that shift, that dynamic shift, which is definitely going to be the VWAP. Gonna have to go a bit lower. Starting to see some supply happen lower here. Getting a bunch of volume on this candle here, and we're only halfway into the candle. So there's definitely sellers there at that zone. So that's pretty bearish. Nice. So there's the break of VWAP. People should be scared now after that big red um, volume candle. They should be a little bit scared. We should see it come down a good amount. I'm not reckoning it's gonna hang out around VWAP. I'm thinking it's gonna flush for a second, and then I'm gonna take the money and be out. We'll be done. We'll just take those 2 trades and that'll be it. Really fighting here. People are really trying to take the VWAP right now, but there's just not enough demand here. It doesn't look like. We should have seen a pretty big volume candle there, especially if buyers were coming in and sellers were hitting it. We should have seen it pretty big, but it was, I mean, it was average, so definitely not like the previous candle where sellers were just hammering it, hammering it, hammering it, and buyers were thinking it was gonna pop back up, and seller was just hammering it, hammering it, hammering it. So we should definitely see the flush follow through. And I'm going to try and capitalize on that, and then I'll be out of here. That'll be it. The buyers are definitely trying. They're fighting and they're winning. It's looking like right now. So it's not looking too good for these puts. But a lot of the volume is actually the war. It's not just, because if we had all that volume in buyers, I feel like it'd definitely make more of a spread. But a lot of that volume is just the fight that's happening right now. The buyers and the sellers at the same time. So I don't think there's too much demand at this zone. I'm thinking there's definitely sellers where it's at right now. The SPY is just barely fluctuating red to green on the daily right now. So buyers they really fought for that VWAP, I will say. And we had a pretty low volume there on that previous buy candle, so either buyers are scared, they don't want to buy it that high, or there's just no, I mean, yeah, that's really it. There wasn't too, if there was higher volume, that mean there were sellers there, but it just seems like buyers are scared. They just did not want to buy that high, which doesn't mean there aren't buyers there. It just means that buyers didn't come in. Which, so now if we see another candle that's green, I'm thinking they might come in and these puts might get really cheap, and I might lose some money here. But or we can get the red candle like how we're doing now, and my account is saved. So we'll see. There's the buying. Man, these puts just wrecked me just now. Look at that, look at that. I think that's it. I'm gonna have to cut them. I'm gonna have to toss them. Especially on that, yeah. I'll have to toss those. That is, buyers are not scared anymore. Well, that was good. That was a nice little analysis. And ended up right on that trade, but you know what? We worked through it together and we saw that the dynamic was shifting there. Buyers were definitely fighting for that VWAP. And yeah, we did it. Either way we're getting better at analyzing what's going on here. So, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time.